There's one thing that I know for sure, and I say this not just from experience, but from truth, and that is confusion is never just a phase you are in, and it's never something that is small or meaningless that you should ignore. No, confusion is a symptom. And it's a signal. And more often than not, it is a symptom of a deeper disconnect from your truth, from your inner knowing, and from the standards you once held for yourself, but may have slowly started to compromise, because the truth is you are not confused because you do not know what is right for you. No, you are confused because you are ignoring what you already know. And I want you to really let that land, because this is not about giving you a motivation or a temporary boost or energy that fades away a few hours later. No. This is about holding up a mirror to you and asking you if you are ready to look at what is really going on beneath the surface, because clarity is not something you find in a quote. It's not something that you suddenly appear while you're scrolling through social media hoping to find an answer. Clarity is a choice. And it requires you to have courage to stand in that choice, especially when it is asking you to be honest with how you feel right now, even though it feels uncomfortable. You see, many people stay in a situation that do not serve them because it feels safer to stay vague than it does to be specific about what you truly want. It's easy to say that you just want something that feels real than it is to say that you want a partner who respects your emotions, who takes accountability for their actions, and who shows up consistently with effort and intention. Because once you become clear, you cannot pretend that something is enough when it's not. And this is where many people get stuck, because they confuse survival with love. But love is not supposed to feel like a puzzle that you're constantly trying to solve and put together. Love is not supposed to leave you questioning your worth, your place, or your value in someone's life. So ask yourself this honestly and sit with the answer instead of rushing past it. If you could no longer hear the words of your loved one, would their actions still make you feel loved? Now think about that. Take a moment, because that question alone reveals everything you need to know. Real love does not need to be explained repeatedly. It is felt through consistency, through presence, and through actions that aligns with words. And now I want to talk to you about something that so many people misunderstand, and that is boundaries. Because boundaries are not rules that you set to control other people, even though that is how they are often used. Boundaries are commitments that you make to yourself. They are a way of saying that you will no longer abandon yourself. Even when it feels uncomfortable to stand in your truth. And a lot of people believe that they are setting boundaries when in reality, they are trying to change someone else's behavior. And that, my loves, that is not boundary. That is a form of control. And a real boundary is what you will and will not allow in your life, regardless of who is standing in front of you. It's something you set. It's something you protect. It's something that you respect you respect within yourself. because you are not here to rescue everyone who crosses your path. No, you are not here to pour into people who do not know how to pour back into you. You are a sacred being. You have to start treating yourself like that. And what many of us have done for far too long is to care so deeply about others that we forget to care for ourselves in the same way. We give, we give, we give, we give until there is nothing left. And we start to wonder, why do we feel so empty? Why do we feel so lost? Why do we feel so broken? Because we've poured everything out into other people and left nothing else for ourselves. Now, I want to be clear about something. Self-worth is not something that you say, it's something you live. Because the moment you say that you deserve more, but continue to accept less, your body will feel the contradiction. Your energy begins to leak and your clarity starts to fade. You are not here to chase love. You are here to receive what is aligned with who you are. But you see, that only will happen when clarity becomes non-negotiable in your life. And every time you stop chasing, every time you stop reaching for what is not choosing you, you are teaching your nervous system that it's safe to stand in your own energy, to stand in your own peace. Because not everyone is meant to have access to you. Your energy is not something that is available to everyone at all times. No. And the moment you become clear, everything begins to shift. You stop entertaining everyone. You stop saying yes to every space, every conversation, and every opportunity that comes your way just because it's there. You begin to understand that not every seat is meant for you. And not everyone deserves a place in your presence because you have done the work. You have healed part of yourself that no one has even seen. You have built something within yourself that is sacred and that deserves to be protected. And yes, people will be drawn to your light because that is what light does. It attracts. But just because someone is drawn to your light, it doesn't mean that they are aligned with you. And not everyone who enters your life is meant to walk beside you. Some people are only there to benefit from what you are carrying. So be honest with yourself about who is adding to your life and who's feeding off of what you have built. That is clarity. And this is not about closing your heart to the world. This is about protecting what you have worked so hard to build within yourself. This is about awareness. Because while everything may come from love, you still have responsibility to protect your energy in the reality you're living in. And this is where I want to bring in something important, because when people show you who they are, you have to allow that truth to exist without trying to change it. When someone does not value you, you let them. When someone pulls away, you let them. When someone cannot meet you where you are, you let them. Because it is on them, not you. And every time you do that, you are not losing anything. You are choosing yourself. You are choosing peace over confusion. You are choosing alignment over attachment. And that is not rejection. That is redirection. So if you are feeling lost right now, I want you to understand that you are not broken. You are simply buried under noise, under expectation and patterns that are not yours. And this is your moment to come back to yourself, to sit with yourself and ask, what do I truly want? And what am I no longer willing to tolerate? Because clarity begins when you become honest about what no longer aligns with you. You are becoming. And when you do that, something shifts within you. You begin to feel safe in your truth and your peace again. And you begin to move through life in a way that reflects who you really are. Because you do not need more advice. No, you need more honesty with yourself. You need to stop outsourcing your truth to people who are not even connected to their own truth. You need to stop asking for signs when your body is already giving you so many signs and answers. This is your invitation to return to yourself, to your clarity, to your boundaries, and to your truth. Because confusion is not who you are. It is a pattern you have learned. And everything that has been learned, guess what? Can be unlearned. So from this moment forward, it's time for you to decide that you are done with doubting. You are done with shrinking yourself to fit into a space that was never meant for you. This is where clarity begins. This is where you begin to lead your life from a place of truth. And anyone who cannot meet you there can fall away. Because you are not losing them. You are finally choosing yourself. And that, my loves, changes everything. My name is Estella. This is Redefine Her World, where we rise together, heal together, and redefine our life one step at a time. This is a 7-part series, so I'm going to see you again soon. Love you, everybody. Thank you for showing up and being committed to yourself. Bye.